Hi there, for today's tutorial we're going to be making this flower. It's really quick. Basically you're going to be making your own flower embellishments from old newspaper. I saw something similar on Jennifer McGuire's blog. She was using Ranger products and some bought embellishments. I don't always have bought embellishments on hand. I think the flowers are a little expensive, so I actually made my own. This, if you can see, you can kind of see the newspaper print on the colored side. It's made out of an old newspaper, and when I posted this card on my blog yesterday, I said if anybody wanted to know how to do it, I'd be happy to put a tutorial up. So a bunch of people replied, and so today you're getting a tutorial on how to make this kind of flower. It's really quick and it's really easy. You're just going to need basic supplies. You're going to need some colored ink, and I have Stampin' Up. I like to put metallic on one side. The metallic, the Encore brand, is really good because it not only gives it the metallic vintage look, but it'll also, this is thick enough that it covers up the print on one side. So I like the Encore brand. You are going to need a hole punch. If you do not have a flower hole punch, you can still do this. All you need to do is print out a flower shape, which most graphics programs come with pre-made shapes in them in the vector tool. Paint Shop Pro does, and I think Photoshop does too. You can print it out on thicker cardstock and then cut it out, and basically you've made yourself a template. So you don't even have to have a punch. Just you having a punch makes it really easy to do. You're going to need something to rub the cutout flower with. You can use a bone folder. I was actually using a paper clip when I did that card because I couldn't find my bone folder, and if you saw my office you'd know why. Anyway, so, and you're of course going to need an old newspaper, and whatever the old newspaper is, it's really not going to matter. All you need to do is find some place that would be good, and it doesn't matter what's on the other side because, like I said, that Encore is thick enough that it's going to completely cover up the print on one side. All you do is feed. I always look through the bottom. You don't have to. There's actually a design on the top that'll show you exactly where it's going to cut out, but this way you can kind of position it and get the text that you want. Even though you're going to color it with ink, some of it is going to show up. So you're going to cut out your flower. Once you have your flower cut out, you need to decide which side that you want to use for your colored ink, because on the colored, we're not going to do it 100% thick, so you're actually still going to be able to make out a little bit of that text. So for this one, I want the color side on, not an advertisement. You don't want an advertisement, but words are nice. So this is Tempting Turquoise from Stampin' Up. You're just going to dab it on there. Color it up as little or as much as you want. And we're not going to answer the phone. You can either let it dry or use your heat tool and dry it up, and we're going to do that real quick. And this is where the paper clip is going to come in handy, otherwise you're going to be blowing it all over the place. You're just kind of heating it up so you can flip it over without making a mess. And then you're just going to make sure it's kind of dry. You're going to open your metallic. This is the side that we want to be solid, so just lay it on the ink pad, or you can actually dab your ink pad onto the flower, but I like this way because you're not really wasting a lot of ink. And then whatever you're going to use for rubbing, what we're doing is coating the other side with the gold ink. Now the Encore ink is really thick, so, and I really don't recommend using an embossing tool on top of your Wacom, but this is the only place in my office I have that's neat enough to be able to do anything, so. I'm sure the people at Wacom are having a stroke right now. Now, once you dry it the first time, if it's not coated enough for you, you can coat it again. It's still kind of tacky. I like to leave a little bit of the color. You can see I left my edges. Most of my edges, you can see where the ink went through. And that's actually still a little bit wet, but that's okay. For this flower, I actually did, this is actually 2. The first one you're going to fold in half, and fold in half again. And you're going to stick it a little bit of tape or glue right here on the edge and glue it together. You'll see how it's kind of open. And then the second one, you're going to stick that inside and just fold this in half. And then I tucked a corner and tucked a corner and then adhered that with permanent adhesive. So you can do it with one flower, or you can do it with 2. And if you do it with 2, you get the multi-layer effect that we got on this card. But you can actually do it with 1 if you want, and you could even put a little wire in here, maybe a few little beads, and you give yourself a stamen sticking out of your flower. There's a lot of things that you can do with them. They're really versatile. You could even do 2 and then put a gold side up and a blue side up, and then stick a brad in the middle and stick it on a scrapbook page or on a card or whatever. Really versatile, really quick, really messy. But it's really, I mean, there's no reason that I think that you should have to pay $19 for a little box of flowers when you have more than enough newspaper and, you know, Kmart ads and all junk mail. Reuse and recycle, people. Let's keep it green. Anyway, this is how the cheapskate does it. I hope you like the tutorial. If not, sorry. If there's something that you want to see how to do, make sure you leave me a comment and I'll try to get it on for you. Shoot me a hi, shoot me a thanks, whatever. See ya.